Morning. We have 16.3 miles to go to Great Barrington, where I will get a room at the Quality Inn. They don't have any laundromats in town, so I'm gonna have to lay out my clothes. I got up a while ago, but I keep just laying here napping. I didn't sweat last night. It was great. Slept really well. I was cozy, right? Like, no sweating, so there's no issue there. It just wrapped up in my stuff. It was great. Excuse me. And I just kind of want to lay here all morning, but I also want to get to Great Barrington. So I did that. I laid here for probably an hour. Also, I have to put on my wet clothes. So there's that. There's this reluctance to get up and do that. But I'm going to do that in a minute. So, yeah, the idea of putting on wet socks and wet pants first thing in the morning when it's chilly. Excuse me, it does not sound fun, but it's just what I gotta do. Like I said, I can't do laundry, so my best option is to, keep what I have that is dry and clean. And then when I get to town, I'm gonna look at a different poncho, because I think that poncho wetted out really quickly. I don't think it did its job, because if I had a time where there was like multiple days of rain, this would be a real issue. Again, I think I said this a long time ago back in the Smokies. The idea isn't to be completely dry. The idea is to be mostly dry, and yeah. I was soaked. So, or was it the sweat? I'm pretty sure the thing wetted out, but I was also sweating too. I mean, obviously. So, okay. I'm going to do it in just a minute. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get up in just a minute. Okay. All right, did the thing. I was thinking about, back in the Smokies and, early on when it would rain, I feel like I had a better system going for some reason. Everything worked out really well last night, but it was just kind of cumbersome. But the other thing I was thinking is, I think a lot of times I was able to get to a shelter and there wasn't a lot of people. So I was able to, use the shelter as a staging area, maybe eat there and run out. Especially in the Smokies, they all had covered areas where a table would be or something. So a little chilly with the wet clothes on. Pants dried really fast. Also, I found a bug crawling on my socks this morning. And I was like, shouldn't you be dead? Not that I wish death upon anything. I don't like to kill things necessarily, but the permethrin is supposed to be doing its job, and there was a bug that was completely comfortable just sitting on there. Maybe different bugs or different insects have a tolerance. I don't know. So, but everything is damp. I mean, my underwear is dry from last night. Pants are dry, socks are soaked, shoes are soaked, shirt is soaked, buff is soaked. Even my Frog Talks jacket seems kind of wet. So, but there is some sunshine. Just peeking through the clouds. So maybe after I get moving a little bit, I can take some of this stuff off. Yeah, I think next time it rains, I'll try to gun it for a shelter. You know, save myself some headache. I mean, it's nice to know that I can do these things. You know, I can make it, but you know, also if the weather was a little bit warmer, that would be an added bonus. I think it's like 50s right now, so it did get a little windy. And also there were some things I did setting up my tarp and my hammock that were a little sketchy. I don't know how that happened. I made a couple weird mistakes that luckily didn't end in me on the ground last night, but yeah, you know, so we all have our moments, right? All right, on with it. This is a gorgeous swimming hole. Oh man, if it was hot in the middle of the day, that would be glorious. Absolutely glorious. So, I think for the most part, I've been setting aside this comparison. I think I've been doing pretty good about that. I will say today is the slowest I think I've ever been. But there's a lot of the wet rocks and a lot of step downs, and I'm taking my time. It's not where I want to be because I was hoping to be in town by 3 or so. And at this rate, I'm assuming there's more rocks on the other side. It could take me another 5 or 6 hours to get there, if not more. So, I don't know. We'll see. So here's a plug for Sawyer Picaridin. I got to a field and I was like, I'm almost there. I don't feel like stopping to put on bug spray. And went through this swampy section and just a cloud of mosquitoes. And then I, figured, well, once I get out of here, they'll be gone. But no, they followed me into this piney wooded section and they were just attacking me. So I stopped, and as I'm spraying various parts of my body, I could see 3, 4 attached to me at the time. And as soon as I finished spraying, I could see them. They're flying around me and they're coming up to me but stopping. And no more mosquitoes all over me. So, plug.